ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our host. Dave!
This happens to be my good ear, but all I heard then was blah, 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 blah.
In North Carolina, just an hour and some change southwest of Raleigh, sits the cradle of American golf. Since 1895, Pinehurst is where golf history meets Southern soul. Boasting 10 18-hole courses, including the iconic No.2, it has played host to countless sport-shaping moments. Payne Stewart's U.S. Open win in '99, and Bryson DeChambeau's Sandy to win on 18 in the final round in '24. But perhaps the only entity more iconic than Pinehurst itself is the man most famously bonded with it. Donald Ross, the Scottish-American course designer, came to this country in 1899 and has shaped more than 400 courses, and most notably left his impression here at Pinehurst. His design style mimics golf and life flawlessly. A natural feel, strategic routing, and crowned greens. This week, 300 junior golfers will test their merit for the 78th time in history for the Donald Ross Junior Championship, a coveted title at an iconic place in honor of one of the most influential men in the game of golf. Who will be crowned champion? Who will pass the test of Pinehurst and be the next golfer to etch their name amongst the giants that have previously done so in a place that is amongst the most hallowed grounds in all of golf? Find out right now on Baby Grand Golf. And we are live at the 2025, at least a few days left in that year, 78th annual Donald Ross Junior Championship here from Pinehurst. It's so glad to have you all along for complete coverage here today, and we do have you completely covered across all of the courses that this event is being contested on. We are currently playing on course number 1, course number 4, and course number 5, as well as course number 8. We have Rhea Scott out on course number 1 with the girls. We have Steve Scott out on course number 4 with the 11 to 14 boys, and I will be coming to you here from course number 5 on hole number 14, the par 3 for the 15-18 boys. We have coverage for you starting right now all the way till 4 o'clock Eastern time, and then we will also have a wrap-up show every night at 5:15. We're so excited you're along. Make sure you're following Baby Grand on all the social sites. We'll keep you updated. Now let's get you out to action. We send it over to course number 1, where Rhea Scott is standing by. Rhea?
Thanks, Nick. We're out here, as he said, on hole number 9, on course 1. Awesome day out here for competition out at Pinehurst. We have got the group of Baker Hudson, Pearl Hughes, and Juliana Ishii. This is a 129-yard par 3 today. Wind is down and from the right. This pin is 11 on, 5 from the right. This wind is making it really tricky to access this whole location. Clubbing is a challenge here. It's going to be all day today. First to play with her chip from just off the back is Juliana Ishii. Should be a pretty challenging chip. I can't see the golf ball sitting down in this dormant grass and then that green running away from her there. Juliana did a great job popping that up and out of that dormant grass. Really nice. Challenging shot to start the day with there. Again, these winds are forecasted with gusts up to 38 miles an hour today. Currently about 18 miles an hour. Steady. Even though this hole is only 126 yards, it's going to be a challenge to pick that right club and really commit to it. Next to putt, her birdie putt is Baker Hudson. This group started on hole 7 today, so this is their third hole of the day. Baker just needed to give it a little more. We're going to kick over to Steve on course 4, hole number 4.
Yes, we are out here. It is this cold, blustery day here in Pinehurst, and we've got a very short but beguiling par 3 here. 127 yards is measuring, and the wind is really strong into the player's face from left to right. And any miss to the right of this green will fall down some 30 feet down, and takes the dormant Bermuda grass and runs all the way down. A hole that was completely reimagined here by Gil Hance when they opened this golf course back in 2018. The green used to sit a lot lower on the property, but it is a tough test right now. All right, that was Lucas Lynn there. Just trying to dribble that ball down. Any par on this hole would be a fantastic score. Now this is Walker Nannon here. We've got a couple of lefties in this group. This is for par, though. Walker had missed this green well to the right down in that 30-foot drop-off area that I mentioned. And that most likely will be a bogey 4 here for Walker 10. And this group teed off on the 18th hole, playing a shotgun start today. So everybody's playing under the same conditions. Days are very short with the limited light at this time of year. This Tanner Warner, he's got a Clemson logo on his towel. This one tracking down the hill, and that will dry up short, but that will be an easy par 3 there for Tanner, and they'll move on to the good read here. Not a whole lot of break. It actually almost break towards the back of the green, interestingly enough. All right, let's head back to Rio over on course number 1.
We're back here on hole 9 over on course number 1. Danielle Hernandez on the tee. Looking good for Danielle. Really nice there. Anything on that green, on that section, is a really, really good shot. Again, challenging to gauge with the wind. Where you have to aim is probably off the right edge of that green because of the wind. On the tee now, Rachel Joyce. She's from Pinehurst. Committed to High Point University. Should have some local course knowledge here. Left it out a little bit to the right. She'll have a short-sighted up and down here for her par. Starting to feel some gusts, starting to feel some sprinkles. I don't know how it's feeling on the other courses, but the conditions I think are getting tougher through the day. Seeing some umbrellas come up, but 2 good looks at birdie from Olivia Hartman and Danielle Hernandez on the green. Let's take a look at the leaderboard for the Donald Ross Jr. We're back here with the girls group of Rachel Joyce, Olivia Hartman, and Danielle Hernandez. This group started on hole 6 today. Again, some showers starting to make their way in, adding to the challenge of the day. Greens look to be holding pretty well. We're seeing the shots that are landing right by the hole, ending up there, so that's good, and that's nice to know that they're receptive. These short-sighted chips are challenging. Rachel Joyce should be familiar with these Bermuda lies around these greens, being from the area. Nicely executed. Whoa, great shot for Rachel. That's a 2. See the wind picking up by the way that flag's moving. Really, really nicely executed. Danielle Hernandez here for her birdie putt. Should slide a little away from her. Wind is starting to be a factor even on these putts, so I think that makes green reading a little bit tricky. Just not quite as fast as she thought it was going to be. This is Olivia Hartman for her birdie. Olivia gave it a good run. We are going to take it over to Steve to see what's happening on the boys' side.
All right. Yeah, over here on the fourth hole right now, I want to give you a little bit of a showcase of what this hole is all about right here. And as we pan through here, to my right, you're going to see this low chipping area over here. Any ball that's missed, this hole is only 127 yards today. But any ball that's missed to the right will fall all the way down some 25, 30 feet, all the way down over here. A awful spot to miss it. And this hole, there's a ridge right here, a little fall off that will just take this ball, and it's only 9 feet to the right of this hole. So any players today, if they want to get aggressive, they're going to pay the price if they are just slightly wayward. You want to make sure you miss it over here to the left. Only 127 yards, though, but a lot of wind and a very interesting shot here on number 4. Let's head over to Nick on the 5th, course 5.
All right, thanks, Steve. And the second group coming through this par 3, 14th on hole 5. Wind in their face. This hole playing about 217 right now. This is Sawyer Driscoll. And that's leaked a bit to the left. The first tee shot that we saw come off of this one was Connor Jackson. He almost went out of bounds right. So that wind doing different things. It's a little bit more gusty down here, down low. So the wind doing different things on the tee box than it is up top. Brayson and Beasley next up to play. This is one of 2 groups that started on 13. So a little slow going to start here. That wind is definitely pushing the golf ball. Beasley's hit this one decently, though. Nice shot. Finds himself just a little short of the pin. He saw everybody else go long and took a little bit off. Well, Seth Clayton is going to re-tee. Doesn't realize that his ball is actually okay. He thinks he's out of bounds, so playing his provisional. This is Seth Clayton's second attempt. This one more on target. Beautiful shot by Clayton. Just plays it to the back of a very tight right pin location, and he got that to stick right on the spot. This green, lot of undulation. We'll talk about that more throughout the day. Pretty much protected by that water that you see in the front. 217 is basically how you're playing this, but it is one of the easier par 3s on this golf course. It is the 18 handicap for the boys, and it's a respite before you get into some of the tougher holes here on the backside of this course number 5. That is just across the road from course number 2. There's a sand trap on that front right as well, just beyond the water, as well as a protect on that front left. All right, well, while we wait for these guys to get down to the green and identify their golf balls, let's hear from the man in charge here at Pinehurst, the tournament director, Nolan Miller.
Hickey's Monty with Baby Grand Golf coming to you from the 78th. Can you believe that? The 78th Donald Ross Jr. Championship here at Pinehurst, alongside Nolan Miller, the tournament director, who also happens to be a good friend of mine. But Nolan, it's always good to see you, and it's always great to be here at Pinehurst.
Yeah, absolutely. We are very glad that you guys are able to come along with us for this ride, as we have almost 350 players out there this week.
Absolutely incredible. A huge turnout for this event. Given that it's right after Christmas, of course, that's an incredible turnout. But this place has a way of drawing in a golfer because of just the storied hallowed grounds that it is.
Yeah, Pinehurst is a very special place. 10 golf courses here. We're only using 4 of them this week, but we are using Donald Ross's original design, course number 1, and his very first golf course here in Pinehurst.
Obviously, the namesake Donald Ross, probably the entity most connected to this place other than the golf courses itself. But what does it mean to be able to continue to honor the history of such a legendary architect who really has shaped American golf?
Yeah, he's a pretty special name that we're proud to have in the Pinehurst history books. He was our head professional here towards the end of his career designing. He resided here his last 20 years out on the 3rd hole of course number 2. And I mean, he's a staple in American golf. He's done over 400 golf courses. All of them very different. Not all of them look like